Hello again. I got your comment, and I guess to answer it would require more than just a text reply back because it's a pretty complicated thing. I anticipated you might talk about it, so I put a little bit of it in the video before, but basically it's kind of a two-way street, how I was talking about it. One of my pastors used to say, you make the choice, God will make the change. And it's a whole thing that there is an element to you making a choice. There's definitely that element to it, but there's also an element to where God's making a change in your life. And it's that God-given belief, God-given change, which is part of the two-way street of your belief, that Christians are praying for, that God will intervene in you, that God will put you in situations where you will come to make the change yourself, and that sort of thing, which is what they're talking about. The second point is a little even more complicated. How can anyone, what did you say? How can anyone be accountable for not believing in him? And I can go into that now if you want to keep watching. Basically, God is has interesting characteristics that have to work in interesting ways because it's somewhat of a paradox. God, by being a summation of all good things, which is kind of how I would define him, is both just and merciful. He kind of has to be just and merciful. So to define these terms a bit, justice would be, how I would define it, is getting what you deserve. You do something, you deserve something, and you get it. We have economic justice. If I work, I deserve money, I get money. That's economic justice. Criminal justice, I do something wrong, I deserve to be punished, I get punished. That's justice. Mercy is the exact opposite, which is not getting what you deserve. Like in criminal justice, I do something wrong, you bow to the mercy of the court, and they don't give you what you deserve. And that would be mercy. So God's in a situation where he has to be just and merciful. And that can pan out to pretty complicated situations, which I think Christianity does the best job of explaining. The way to show how that pans out, the explanation before is, everyone has basically, God said, to be in heaven, you have to be perfect. You got to be perfect, and if you're perfect, then you deserve to go to heaven. Okay, so nobody is perfect, and because we're not perfect, we're not going to go to heaven, we go to hell. And that's what we deserve. And a just God would give that to you. So everyone's in this state where they do something wrong because of their sinful nature, and they deserve to go to hell. And God is just in doing that, okay? But God's also merciful, okay? Which is exactly why Jesus died. He came down and died and actually paid the price and went to hell for you so that you don't have to. So justice is still taken care of. Someone's getting what you deserve, Jesus. And because of that, you don't have to get what you deserve. So it's not that God's giving justice to some people and not justice to others. He's giving justice to everyone. And justice is fulfilled, which is why Jesus had to die. And mercy to whoever believes in him. John 3:16, is a really good verse. If you believe in me, you shall not perish and have everlasting life. And that's the whole, that's how it pans out with Christianity, and I think it does a really good job of it. Most other religions don't have this justice and mercy dichotomy explained really well. And I guess that's the best way of saying it. How can anyone be held accountable for not believing in him? Well, because they sinned and they deserve to be held accountable. If God is just, they deserve to die because they sinned. And sometimes people are given a gift of salvation because of their belief, which is half them, half God. You make the choice, he makes the change. So in the end, it does make a lot of sense, and that's how it works. Also, I think you misinterpreted what I was trying to say before, that there are no logical reasons for faith. There are definitely lots of logical reasons for faith. If you actually look at the past, say, 500-600 years of philosophy, a lot of the smartest people in history believed in God and believed in Christianity and had really good logical reasons for them. The whole part of rationalism in philosophy is dedicated to bring in reasons to belief in God. If you ever look at Descartes or Spinoza, even had like geometry would have, like, he treated belief in God like geometry. It had axioms and deductive, and he just gave reasons for it. So there are reasons out there, but what I was saying, that's just your half. I mean, there's reasons for your half, but there's God's half to your belief, and that's what Christians are praying for. And I hope that illuminates a little bit about Christianity. If you have any more questions about it, you can ask me. I've studied Christianity extensively, and other religions, and philosophy and biology, and a lot of different things. So if you have any questions about it, feel free to ask, and I hope that helps. All right.